Oh, when it all falls down.
This the real one, baby.
Oh, when
Southside, South.
Where would I be without you, baby?
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock.
Beat it right up, let me drum it out. I got some for your belly in a dirty mouth. Come now, skin out the pussy, let me break it out. Check it, I might pull up with your BM in the beamer. All the summer, this people make you speaker. Do what you want, say what you mean.
Ooh, chill. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys today. Today, guys, I really did not feel like recording. Like, I wanted to all day. And as soon as I got off of work, I just had this crazy headache. And I was just like exhausted. I've definitely been exhausted this past week, so that could definitely play a part. But I was like, no, I'm going to get on here and give the people what they want. I'm going to get up. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to show up for you guys. And I'm going to show up for those who fucking just need it. You know what I'm saying? But we're here. We're alive. We're blessed. Thank God. But first, let me introduce the podcast. Welcome to the 20-somethings podcast. I'm your host, Lex, also known as Lex Goody on my Instagram and TikTok. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. And turn on your post notification bell so you can see every time I post a video. Here on the 20-somethings podcast, we talk about the unexplainable, unconventional, unprovoked, and provoked topics and life experiences while being in your 20-somethings. Guys, this is another one of them videos where I ain't really have shit planned, okay? Pretty much for the topic today, I just feel like it's something that I feel like people always go through, and I feel like I'm kind of talking to a certain someone about as of recently, so I feel like why not bring this to the podcast? Why not talk about this? Because I feel like people in my personal life really do enjoy confiding in me for advice and stuff like that. And I feel like for some of the things that people be asking me about, it like be pertaining to like love, breakups, or like just interactions with like people that you love and care about. But today on this episode, we're talking about how to love less. You know, how to love less. I don't say this to say, you know, be foul, be fucked up, don't love people. No, we love love. If you love love, you love love. I know me, I love love. I'm a Sag, I love love. And I've always been that way. Like, I just love love. So, but what I come to realize as a person that loves love is that not everybody loves love as much as you. Not everybody studies what it really means to have love for somebody. What the qualities like compassion, forgiveness, honesty, loyalty, dedication, resilience, you know, just all those good qualities that make up just loving someone genuinely, instead of being like, okay, we're gonna have sex, or I'm gonna be in your face all the time, or I'm gonna buy you things. So we all love love. You know, I love love. The one thing, as a person that has loved love a lot and has always like, I had to realize that I had to dial back. I had to take a step back with how much of myself I was giving just because I loved somebody. Because I'm the type of person that is like, I had no shame with my love. I wore my heart on my sleeve. If I know I love you, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna show my hand. I'm gonna show all my cards. I'm gonna lay it all on the table and da-da-da. And then I realized, like, bitch, you can't be doing that. And it's not even because to not embarrass yourself. Sometimes people cannot handle when you have so much to give them. Sometimes people don't know what to do with that, you know, because there's a lot of people that don't even feel that for themselves. And then you'll most likely come and be that person, that beacon of light in their life. And they're just like, is this a setup? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even know, like, bitch, why are you here? I'm not going to act like I've never felt like that before. I felt like somebody was like on my body a little bit. And I'm like, why? What you want from me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just so much. So sometimes it's not even because you have to hold back on your love to save yourself from embarrassment. No, you clearly have no shame to begin with. It's more so because some people really can't handle that, and you don't want to ever make anybody uncomfortable or feel overwhelmed because you want to show them how much you love them. Like, sometimes the best ways to show people love is distance, is space, is time. So I feel like another key part to loving less, I guess we go into some tips, is just knowing that nobody's yours, you know? Nobody's yours. Nobody is, we don't own anyone. And it's one of them things where you have to look at love as like, this person can betray me. Nobody's saying you want that. But when you really get comfortable with the thought of like the person that you love can really betray you one day, or if they did this, you know, I would still have to move on with my life, whatever, It helps to, you know how much you should give of yourself, you know, at once. Like, it helps you to be like, okay, I can love this person, but still remember that they're a human. Still remember that they're another human being that's living in their own reality that has nothing to do with me. You know, their own morals that they had before they even met me. So I've definitely learned that I just have to look at shit as like, okay, this is a person I love, but this is also a person that can really, really hurt me if I give them that much of me. So I feel like that if you do it in a healthy way, it will be one of the things where you can love somebody really hard, but you'll also know how to protect your heart. You know, you'll also know, like, listen, I still see things black and white. You know, I love you over here on this end, but I know you can do some shit. And then also, I would say, you know, for being in my 20-somethings, and for anybody else that's going into their 20-somethings or it's in their 20-somethings, another thing would be to know that we're all young as fuck. Like, I feel like I stopped putting so much pressure on men in my generation to be like, oh, this amazing great guy with all his shit together, because I'm like, bro, do I even have all my shit together? Am I where I want to be, that I dreamed of when I was like 10 years old? I thought I was gonna be in a mansion by 25. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be in a mansion, I'm gonna have I thought 25 was like when you're super grown. No, we're still young as fuck. So know that in your 20s, in your teens, everybody's just growing up just like you. Everybody's learning. The thing about a relationship is that you're literally front row to your partner's fuck ups, because they were so used to like fucking up as a teen or as a young adult by themselves in the privacy of their own whatever. They didn't have to tell their parents about it. They didn't have to tell their friends. But when you have a partner, you have to communicate with certain fuck ups. So if you did do something that you regret, or you stepped out of the relationship or whatever, your partner gonna have to know about it. So it's definitely one of those things where it's like, give everybody the grace you would need in this age or time period in your life, because we are all young as fuck just trying to figure out what's going on. And a lot of times, like with people in our generation, we don't even be doing fucked up shit like on purpose. Like, we be having so much shit going on in our head, like so much other things you want to achieve and accomplish, that sometimes we do neglect our relationship and we do neglect the people that we love, because we're so focused on trying to just be these amazing new adults. And it's a lot of pressure. I feel like another part is, and it might sound a little cliche, I've heard people say, hopeless romantic, I'm a hopeless romantic. Be a hopeful romantic. Be that romantic that you know that there's a person out there for you. Like, even if you haven't found it yet, even if you thought that favorite ex of yours was going to be the one that you're going to end up with, still know that there's a person out there that you really might find that might change your whole life. You might find them in 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, 10 months, 17 years. But just know, when you do find them, you know you'll be at home, you'll be at peace, you'll be happy. And I feel like a lot of us get wrapped up in the people that we've already met. So we do what? Go back to our exes, go back to where it's comfortable, meet people that kind of resemble what we've had in the past, instead of being like, okay, I can love you and still want more for myself. I can love you and still hope that I find someone who gets me in my whole entirety and loves me unconditionally. Loving less just helps, you know, eliminate the disappointment. And it doesn't mean you can't still like tell somebody like, hey, I love you, or, you know, care about somebody deeply. But I feel like when you let people into your heart chakra and you let them into a space of where now they're affecting how you eat, how you sleep, if you're having a good day, a bad day, if you're sitting waiting up for them to text you, like, that's when you know you're in too deep, you know. But I feel like don't even get to that point, because then that's when it's gonna hurt regardless if you try to cut it off. So my thing is, I guess I would say more so, keep in mind of all these things, like, yo, we're young, I don't really know this person could possibly hurt me. Am I focused on other goals right now? Like, I feel like there's so many other things to help you think about, to just make you like, oh yeah, like, this is exactly why I'm not like fiending to just give people my heart and just every fucking part of me. Because, you know, you'll have other shit that you're thinking about, that you're working towards, that you're hoping for. So definitely be a hopeful romantic. Be a person that's hopeful of the future, hopeful that you will find that person, hopeful that you will find people that get you the first time, and you guys don't have to go through traumas and trauma bonds and the storm just to get to the love. Like, it will just be the love off rip, and then you'll know. Even like with, like platonically loving, like say maybe your parents who are like not perfect, or your friends who they're just not perfect, but they're your family and they're your this and they're your siblings. I feel like even with that, it's like I said, like I can love you, but that doesn't mean you get the privilege of fucking up my mood. That doesn't mean you get the privilege of making me feel like this is the end all be all. Honestly, I'm not about to live my life feeling like the family that I got is the end all be all, when I literally am a woman that can create life. Like, I can literally create my family. I will be damned that I let a partner that I'm with, that I feel like, oh my God, made me feel like it's the end all be all. Bitch, I'm me for a reason. Like, like I'ma always be me, which means I'ma always be a catch, because I'm me. I don't need to be in a relationship to be built up and to be made into a person. Like, I already really come as me. So I feel like sometimes we gotta remember that too. Like, just remember who you are before you gotten so deep in that love. Remember who you are before you think about being like, oh my God, let me give this person my, like, remember that you are your own person. This person was a person before you, so they may be a person that comes with a lot of fucking flaws, a lot of ugly traits, and it's either you're gonna be ready for that and know how to combat that, deal with that, whatever, or you're just gonna be like, listen, I'm chilling over here. Like, I love you from a distance. I love you from the closest place I can, but letting you in, not right now. And if I could tell any younger person, anybody in their 20s, is don't look for love right now. And I know people always say that, and I used to hear that a lot growing up, and I was like, no, well, I want love. Yes, you're gonna want it, but it's like, if you can limit how many people you fall in love with, please do, because you don't want to spend the rest of your 20s and your late 20s healing and healing and healing and healing and healing and healing and healing, like constantly healing from people, because you just keep falling in love after another. You keep letting it, and then you start blaming everybody else, like, oh my God, everybody ain't shit. No, you ain't shit for thinking that these people is shit enough to give your heart to. Like, we gotta take accountability, guys. You really, really do. It's not easy to block off your heart when you really are a lover girl and you're really a lover boy. It's not easy, but I feel like don't be the people that's out here just getting fucked over and healing from so many useless situations, like situations that really did not serve you how you thought it served you. Like, it ain't, you thought you ate, it didn't eat. Like, like, don't be healing from situations that really ain't eat that hard. Like, no. But as always, guys, I thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me on all my social medias. They'll be down in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.